Hello, welcome. I'm Tim, and this is TimBatSea, and we are in Baltimore. Just came through the Key Bridge yesterday afternoon.
I see a line handler coming down now.
Very good. And put a video up there about that. And
I see y'all have the best engineer Bean Brother has on board.
we do indeed. So it's been really foggy. We've been fogged in. We wanted to get underway this morning, but as you can see, it's very, very foggy. So I've been reluctant to get underway because got to see everything that's going through this odd channel, you know. So we've got our assist tug. Our assist tug's over there, and because he's just there as an escort, I shouldn't say an assist. He's our escort tug. He's just there as a extra layer of security for us. I got a bunch of questions asking if they were why we didn't have a tug on the bow and a tug on the stern and all that. That's really for big ships, and so we're not really required to have anybody come with us, but we're doing it as an added layer of protection. Our company is very good about that sort of thing, and so we were waiting on Document to come on and let our lines go, and I'm just sweating because I want to get out of here before the fog comes back in. So hopefully everything will go well. Set up over here. Hold the guys to start in the stern and work to the bow. We've got clearance from traffic. Check the steering, check the engines. We're all warmed up, ready to go. Now I sweat. Want to be able to see until I get out of all the interesting stuff out here. Alright, the guys are taking in the lines now. And while that happens, let me bring you over here, kind of show you. This is Baltimore right here. We're over here, we're going to be coming out over here and following this red line instead of going through where all those blue triangles are all AIS targets, people that are working on the bridge. But we'll be coming down through here, going through here. And then once we get up here, we can breathe a little bit better. Hope that the canal won't be closed because of the fog. But right now, one thing at a time. We're hoping that we can get through.
If you don't want us to hold the spring line or anything before you do.
Nope, let them all go. Right now, job one is to get off the dock and get over through that temporary channel before the fog sets back in. It's come and gone a few times this morning, so I've been a little apprehensive. I think what my plan is going to be, we don't have hardly any wind at all. We had about 3 knots of wind pushing me on the dock, and there isn't a whole lot of tide in here. My plan is to rotate the stern into the pad, get the bow moving that way, bring the stern out, and then back straight up like that. That's the plan at any rate. Let's see how it does. Chief, when you get done down there, I'm going to need you standing on this aft pad all the way back here, keeping an eye on that.
Alright, let these guys pull the last 2 in. I'm heading that way.
Very good. 2 lines to go. Traffic from the Kings Point. We're down to our last lines. Going to be headed for the Fort Carroll Channel.
Kings from traffic, roger that, sir.
Thank you. All this waiting, I've been down the galley drinking coffee, and I'm like, wanting to go.
Last line is in.
Alright. Chief, I'm going to start rotating on that last pad, but I can't see it, so you make sure I don't get into any problems over there, alright?
2/3 of the way down the barge now.
Yep, roger that. And Junior, you can tell the tankerman 10:50 underway. How's it looking, Chief?
I'm almost there. Give me a few feet.
Vessel traffic, Carol.
You're looking fine right now.
All right, what do we got? About 30 feet in the bow?
Traffic, Carol.
Yeah.
Carol, let's traffic, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
Chief, I'm going to lift that off now, and then we'll back up.
Or, for Carol Mooring, head to Sparrow Point.
So now, I was doing a left twist, now I'm setting the rudder hard right.
You left it now. You're a few feet off of it.
Very good. So now, I'm doing a right twist. Just kind of getting parallel with the dock, and then we'll start backing up. I want to get parallel, but I don't want to get movement in the bow too much. Alright, so now I'm just backing now on my starboard engine. I've got my rudder set to midship. Alright, Chief, let me know if we start closing down over there.
Currently, you're holding 20 off on the stern, 25 on the bow.
Alright, here we go. We're backing up. Now I've got 2 engines astern, got my rudder just about
You
midship.
might be closing a little bit, but not enough to where you're going to hit it by the time you get the barge out.
Very good. Now, I got another guy coming, but he's a little guy and I don't have to worry about him. Now what I'm doing is I'm watching my the mast on the barge. If I start seeing
You're still
that
15, 20 out of that last pad on the
towards
dock.
the dock, it's going to be a problem. Very good. Alright, now I'm going to go all stop on my starboard engine, so just the port engine is going. Now we clutch it ahead, and I start coming ahead to kind of twist.
And I assume no line for the Eric, right?
That's correct. You let me know when we clear that last cluster, Chief.
The very end of the dock there.
How much?
I'm asking Junior to let you know when you've passed the very end of the dock.
Alright, so now I'm giving it hard left wheel, doing a left twist. I'm backing up at 4.7 knots.
Somebody listen to their PO up there. You passed it.
Very good. Alright, good deal. So away we go. Still got a ways to go before I get in the channel, so backing up is fine. I'm rotating. There's a buoy that will mark the edge of the channel that I can make sure I don't back onto, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. What is going to be an issue is it seems like the fog is thicker towards the bridge. I have to be aware of that. That bow is rotating now pretty well. It's coming back at 3.7 knots. Our hard twist here. And I'm almost to the point where I can go all stop on my port engine. I think we can do that now. Still coming ahead on my starboard engine with the rudder hard over to port. Click it in gear. Chief, when you get back on the boat, you want to come up here and just be another set of eyes with me?
Okay.
Alright, so now we're coming ahead on 2 engines, but we're still moving astern at 1.2 knots. Bow swinging around. And the good news is I can follow my red line that Luke tracked in here before. I'm good, and you can tell the chief is that he doesn't have to come up if you're coming up.
I heard him.
All right, cool. So that'll make me feel good. Luke will be up here. It's always good having another set of eyes with you. And like I say, it looks pretty froggy up there. I'll lift the camera up, but there's not a whole lot for you to see. So now I'm straightening my rudder, and away we go. I don't want to go too fast. We're going 4 knots, so I'm going to pull it right back to just about clutch. We don't need to go too fast through here. I can't see where I'm going. I think of all you aviators. For some reason I got a whole bunch of aviators that watch this channel. And I think all you aviators always say, trust your instruments. Well, right now I'm at one eye on the radar, one eye on the chart plotter, and the third eye looking out the window. That's why I need Luke up here. Alright, so we're at 4.8, 4.9 knots, which is nice, about 5 knots. Just in case something happens, I can get this thing stopped. The escort tug is right on my stern, so if I need him, he can jump right in there and save the day. Hopefully he'll be unneeded. So I'm sure that somebody's going to ask in the comments, why would you get underway when it's foggy? And yeah, if it was up to me, we wouldn't be underway at all. But at the end of the day, it's commerce. We need to get things, you know, products have to move, and we have to get the barge back to Philly, and that's kind of what we have to do. So even though it's not ideal, even though it's not exact, the conditions aren't perfect, we believe that they're within the parameter of our safety parameter, so should be all right. Hey Junior, you still on this one?
He is not.
Is he back on the boat or is he on the barge?
He's on the boat.
Alright, I need him up on the bow as a lookout.
The bow of the barge.
That's correct.
Alright.
So we're going at 5.2 knots now, just creeping along through the harbor, and buoys are coming into view, so feeling a little bit better now. What happens is when I see a buoy, I look on the chart plotter so that I can reference where how much I can see. So in other words, I'm looking right now and I'm about 7 minutes from that green buoy up there, and that green buoy, I can see it fine. So I've got at least 7 minutes of visibility, and probably more like 10 minutes of visibility in front of me, which is wonderful. But the fog comes and goes, so we got to be vigilant.
All the way to the back.
All right, and look, when you get up there, just make sure you know, if you see something that doesn't look right, let us know. But we should be able to see where the buoys are and all that, and I might ask you to look for something special. But if you see a boat that you don't think that I see, or you think that might be an issue, you just point it out.
All right, understood.
Y'all good back there, Captain Jim?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna stay right behind you. It's pretty skinny going through there.
Yes, sir. No, that makes it. You know, I was getting a little concerned that it was getting a little thicker when we were coming off the dock, but now it's looking pretty good. If we can hold this the whole way, we'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, I heard the canal was closed earlier, but maybe by the time you get up there, it'll be open.
Yeah, roger that. Good morning, Luke.
Morning.
So it was fun while we were waiting for the fog to lift. The captain and the mate on the escort boat came over, and it was fun hanging out with those guys.
You talking to me or camera?
I'm talking to the camera.
I was gonna say, I heard you.
Hey, look, you brought up chocolates.
I'm well aware other people came over.
For people that don't know what Luke's saying, Luke is complaining. He's not saying it, but I think that what he's really saying is that he wasn't able to sleep because we were making too much noise in the galley. Luke brought chocolates up. Underweight chocolate. Oh, look at that. You can almost see the bridge from here. Now you might see that Coast Guard boat over here. And over there. And I think that's where the on-scene commander is probably stationed. That's probably where they're running traffic from and all that. At least that's what I would imagine. I don't know that for a fact, but he's been there the whole time. 5.4 knots. Showing 3 knots ahead of us for wind. Everything's looking good. Feeling really good about being able to see the abutments of the bridge right now, so that's making me feel better. See, one thing about having a lookout out forward when it gets foggy like this is like I said, right now we can see the other shore, so right now things are looking pretty good. But the fog, you can't really see the fog coming when everything else is foggy. You know, if it's a clear day and a fog bank rolls in, you can see that coming. But when it's all foggy like this, you'll have good visibility, then you'll have bad visibility. And not all boats have AIS, and the commercial guys should everybody over here that's working, it's all working the same channel and should be hearing everything that's going on and very versed in what's happening. I'm really concerned more that there may be some recreational boat that might not be as in tune with everybody else, and I might not be looking for him because I don't see him on AIS, or he might be too small to pick up on radar. And it's nice to have somebody up there on the bow to point that out.
Inbound, Bruin and Channel, coming by Penwood, now for the T-Bridge. Tug S. Martinthorpe.
Going through the same channels yesterday?
Yes, sir.
You can see it from here, right?
Yep. I'm following your line.
Because when I came out of there, I turned pretty good to come up this way.
Yeah.
Looking good, not seeing anything crazy.
All right. Like I say, we got pretty good visibility right now, so everything should be fine. What I'm really want you to keep an eye out for are little teeny boats or what look like recreational boats. All the commercial guys, they should all know what we're doing.
Understood.
Yeah, they shut down the canal for fog. So if it's you and you're getting to the canal, I'll show you when we get out there. I'll show you where we can go and anchor up if the canal shut down. You just anchor up in the fog.
And I think I know the spot you're talking about, because
You've done that before, yeah?
no, I haven't done it before, but I met some people over there.
Gotcha.
Where I think it was the last spot before the canal.
That
where you
right.
had some room.
Yep, exactly. Years ago, we went and we anchored up there for like 2.5 days, just sitting waiting for the fog to lift for the canal to open. So I see a little guy over by the bridge, and he's not on AIS, but I think that's like Coast Guard or police boat or something like that. Kind of looks like he knows what he's doing. somebody just asked in a comment a while ago. They said, "What are the tan round things on the barge?" And I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Now I'm up here. I see what he's looking at. I think he's looking right over here.
Never lines.
Yeah. Over here, there's some tan round things over there. Those are bundles of new line that the barge has not unpacked yet, that they got on board and they have ready to go. So, if whoever it was that asked me that question, here's your answer.
So when I came out of here yesterday,
Yep.
coming out of there, I was on a hard turn.
Yep.
So I don't know if I'd follow my track line because you got to go like this. You know what I mean?
So I should get way over that way, right?
18 at the anchorage.
Alright, alright. So I'll come around this buoy and cut it deep. Alright, good deal.
A little bit of an angle. That
Got it.
power line is further in
Alright.
than the next set, you know?
Right.
And you
Oh
don't-
yeah, yeah, right, right,
You don't have anywhere to go.
right.
Once you get past on the other side, there's nothing on your port side. You gotta come right.
Okay. Very good, thank you for that. See this red buoy here on the port side? That's the one that I'm cutting over. Where Luke told me that I should get far over to port as far as I can to get a better lineup on the channel.
I think if you were where that small boat is,
Yep.
that's where that would be a good spot.
Alright, cool. Of course, he's gonna be right in the right where I want to go.
No moving.
Junior, that guy ahead of us should be moving here pretty soon. We want to get right where he's at.
Alright, sounds good.
You can kind of see it better now.
Yep, yep.
It's like,
Yeah. Right here?
yeah, I'm just saying you got to kind of hit it on that angle.
Right.
Like,
So,
so you want to be deeper.
yep. I want to be almost over here, right? Yeah.
That would be the angle to hit it at.
Luke and I are pointing at the chart plotter. Sorry I'm not bringing that along, but for you guys to see, but kind of stuff we need to do. Okay, I see that guy maneuvering. Hopefully he's saying, what is he doing? He's coming right at us. There he goes. He's going to get out of the way now. Go on, get now. 5.2 knots. Visibility's pretty good. Small boat is out of the way. And where we're going to be going is right about over here. Can't see on the camera, but I think over there. But I need to get, because it's at an angle like this, I need to get down here and shoot that way. Captain Jim, just to give you an idea, I'm coming over this way so that I get angled up and get more straight on out through the channel once we get ready.
Come back there.
Yeah, if you're just wondering why I'm going over this way, I'm just getting over this way so I get a better angle through the channel.
Okay, yeah, it's tight on that electric tower there.
Yes, sir. I saw them yesterday, the Cashman barge over here lifted this great big piece of metal up and it stacked it on the side, and I was wondering why it, and set it back down, and then I saw this barge coming over with one of those claws that rips metal, the shearing mechanism on there, and I heard them call for the cutting barge, they're calling it. Yeah, no doubt, huh? Alright, so now over here, I'm just starting to see down our channel. So it's starting to look good. I'm going to bring it over now. Does that look good to you, Luke?
Yeah, that's very good spot now.
Alright, good deal. Always better
So
one.
like saying this power line's overhanging and
Yep.
a little ways.
Yep. Down to 5 knots. We've lost a little bit of energy in our turn, but that's okay. See a little boat there working over there. He knows that we're coming. He seems to be light and out of our way. So all that's looking good right now.
It's like I can see those reds on our port side,
Yep.
but I can't see the greens.
Right. Neither can I. Right. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll keep going that way. I see what you mean.
I think I see the first green though, just past the. That
Oh yeah. Just see it now. Yeah, it looks like a duck almost. Yeah, they've been calling for a slow bell going by the dolly right now because they had men aloft. So I guess they were cutting up there. Or I don't know what they were doing, but I assume it was cutting.
Either that or chipping in paint.
Looking good. Back up to 5.2 knots. Wind is still 3 knots. I think it's mostly apparent wind. Seeing buoys on both sides of the channel. Little teeny buoys. If you guys aren't seeing them on the video, that's understandable because they're very small. I'm actually going to come a little bit left because I think that I'm getting a little close to that power line there. I want to work my way over to the left and then snap it back to the right again. Might have come over a little too quick before. You see that red buoy straight ahead of Junior's head right there? Alright, now just ever so slightly come right. Just a little bit while she's going. There's that green buoy. I think what I was looking at before, saying when I told you I'd seen it, I think what I saw was one of those marker buoys for the things they're picking up.
That could be it too.
Yeah. Yeah, when we were coming in here, Luke and I noticed these very small little teeny buoys, and they didn't seem to be like in the channel. They're all over the place. And I don't know this, but what I suspect it is that the sonar and the diving crew has dropped buoys so that when the cranes come by, they know what area to get to get the stuff they need to get out of there. Looking good, Luke?
Yeah, looking good.
All right.
Well, you're shooting straight out that way.
Yeah. Oops.
As long as you come to the right. But you're definitely centered up on this part of it.
Right. If some of you are wondering why I ask Luke if everything's right and all that, it's because he's up here for a reason. I have him as another set of eyes. And sometimes it's easy, especially when we're looking at a radar, we're looking at a chart plotter, thinking about the channel, and we're concerned about looking out the window, and we're concerned about low visibility. Sometimes your head isn't always in the game, and so it's always good to have another person there to verify that everything's cool. I think most of you guys that are watching this have probably seen the video we did of us coming in here yesterday afternoon, but if you haven't seen that, you can go back and see it. And if I remember, which I probably won't, I'll put in the links to that video right now. I probably won't remember. Okay, I can see the red buoy just on the other side of us over there, so we'll come over to the green. It is really tight. I wouldn't want to have that assist. If I were that assist tug, I would not want to be alongside us. I'm looking at the tugboat on the port side of us, this red one over here, and he's got an engine and gear, but being that it's I don't think that he's pushing that hard. He's got some quick water headed our way, but hopefully we won't get slammed by it. Someone had wrote in the comments that I thought that I'd never be driving a tug over the bridge. Yep, definitely right about that. Alright, that guy must have seen me coming and he went all stop. Thank you for that. Now straight ahead of us, if I go straight ahead, I'll run out of water. There's not good water up there, so I got to keep coming right. But there's a red buoy up there that I should have on my left side, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut that buoy.
Security call, Duck Shannon is going to be moving to dredge Delaware Bay from south to north of the main draw.
So I'll continue to keep her there. Here comes that red buoy right now. See it over here somewhere. I want to be tight to that buoy, but on the wrong side of it, just so that I give everybody over here all kinds of room. They're doing the heavy lifting. You guys can see over here all the action. Amazing bit of work. Everything's looking good on the plotter. I want to start speeding up so I can have a little bit faster response with the steering, but I don't want to give any weight because they said they were broadcasting before saying they had men aloft, which I think they mean that they lift guys up on a crane and they're probably up there cutting way up high. So just you figure if the boat rolls an inch, but you have a man 70 feet in the air, he's moving like 5 or 10 feet back and forth up there. And
They're actually right here. You can see
oh, they
the
are.
barge.
Oh yeah, look
You
at
can see where
that.
they're cutting.
Hey, can you push that? Cool. Well, all right. Looks like we made it through. I'm going to release our escort tug here and head for the canal. Maybe the fog will have lifted by then. But until then, thank you so much for watching. If you like these videos, you can throw us a like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff, that YouTube stuff. Or if you want, you can get me and Luke, hook us up at the airport and hit the super thanks button. And maybe we'll raise one in your honor. But if not, that's fine. And thank you to all the patrons. They're the ones that make this channel possible. And if you want to be a patron for $2 a month or more, you can go over to patreon.com/TimBatSea. Put a link in the description. We'd love to have you over there. But that's it. You guys take care, be safe, and as always, I'll see you on the one.